HBCU Overdrive is proudly sponsored by WeWorkForEverything.org. At WeWorkForEverything.org, this is for those who are trying to build for a dream with their latest hoodies, t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, and accessories and more. You can have it all here at a reasonable price. Black owned and operated out of the great state of New York. Like I said, get suited and booted. Check it out at WeWorkForEverything.org. Peace. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Doc Holiday. We are back with another HBCU Tonight Show in conjunction with HBCU Overdrive. If you haven't done it by now, make sure that you like the stream. Make sure that you comment, share, and most of all, subscribe. Become an exclusive member of the hottest HBCU podcast that's out there right now. Let's see who we. I got my mama in here. Say there's some static. You funny, Mr. Campbell. You're real funny. You're a real piece of work, son. You're a real piece of work. Got Uncle Said up in here. As always. We got Chuck. Chuck Hunt down there in Monroe, Louisiana. Let's see who else we got up in here. As always, got Insistent. She's in here all the time. Make sure that y'all enjoy the positive vibes and the sports talk. Because that's all we provide over here. Positive vibes and good old sports talk. Got Leonard coming in. Leonard from Leesburg, Florida. Miss Quisha, how you doing? What's going on? Mr. Martin, how you doing? As we get more people coming up in here. Jay White is always up in here. Alabama A&M is in the house. So on Friday night, I'm just letting everybody know, Friday night, I will have AD Paul Bryant, athletic director of Alabama A&M Athletics. He will be in the house Friday night at 7:00. Make sure y'all tune in for that. We got Coach Simmons right here, man. Houston Tillerson is in the building. Austin, Texas, ATX is in the building. Make sure y'all check out his make sure y'all check out his video. He did a talking about some kids from LBJ, Austin LBJ, and Austin Reagan. I ain't gonna call them that other school, coach. I'm gonna call them Reagan because that's all I know. But he had he highlighted two kids, and one of them y'all should know. Y'all should already know. Latrell McCutcheon from. If you don't know that name, go on Netflix and watch Friday Night Tykes. And you will see the kid. He played for the Ducks. Latrell McCutcheon, man. So he got to, I think he going to Bama. Got Chris Dukes up in the building. What's going on? Got Mr. Israel in here already. And Miss Whitley, Wagwan. Wagwan. So y'all already know how we gonna do this, man. You know. As always, let me take this banner off. As always, become a subscriber. Follow on Twitter and Instagram at HBCU_overdrive. Like I said, I'm on most of the time. I'm on Twitter, but you can catch me on Instagram also, so we can get get some more subscribers over there, and we get more some more content going on over there. Also, make sure you want to become an exclusive member. If you are, if you are, if you are a moderator. I think my moderator, if you are a moderator, I think the moderator should be an exclusive member because that way I can go ahead and let y'all know what is going on with this channel. We'll come up with a, like I said, moderator chat so we can talk about what's up with the channel and everything. So, other than as always, make sure if you get the membership, if you get the exclusive membership, we got 2 tiers. We got the purple and we got the blue. Exclusive members only videos, early access to the videos, member shout outs, and member only live chat. So basically, that's what I do for the members. So we're trying to get to 50. We're at 23. And first of all, shout out to my mama. She became a member. She became an exclusive member the other day. I didn't even know. So she became an exclusive member the other day. I appreciate my mama because she do a lot of stuff. She helped me out with a lot of stuff when I ain't got it. And always, man, look, always join me and the missus. We join us as we tackle child speech impediment. All proceeds will help sponsor a child that is in need. We are continuing this initiative all the way to the end of the month. I think that would be the best option for us to do this. And like I said, I was trying to raise $2,000. We have $450. It is going kind of slow. It is sluggish. I know part of it's on me because I've been doing a lot of things as far as outside of the podcast and everything. Um, so yes, the missus, she is on assignment. So she is in Nebraska right now, on assignment with her job. So she will hopefully, I think she should be listening right now. Other than that, let's see what else we got up in here. Like I said, if you want to donate to the initiative, just send it through via Cash App, HBC Overdrive, or you could. We are going to utilize the super chat. Um, we're gonna utilize the super chat also because that is another way. That's another form of payment to where we can have money sit to the side for initiatives. Um, You can donate 5, 10, 20. It doesn't matter as long as you donate, as long as you help out. We're doing stuff to help the kids out. And then also, last but not least, we got the birthdays here. So now I am on for Twitter, I am on another space, the Gridiron Bullies. And I want to send a shout out to the guy over there, Reese. It's his birthday today, so he's over there in the 757. Appreciate you, man. And he became a subscriber to the channel. So every Wednesday they want to try to do talk about HBCUs, and basically, I come over there and we talk. We talk about institutions, talk about football and everything else, y'all. But before we get into that, hold on one second. All right, sorry about that. Yeah, we back, we back, we back. Should have hit a commercial. But anyway, before we get into all that, we're gonna jump into this. Oh, so coming up on next Monday over at Smith Wills Stadium, home of the Mississippi Braves. You you have the Jam, the Jackson Alcorn Mississippi Valley alumni get together. Um, this goes. Hold on one second, y'all. Sorry about that. Yeah, so we got Jackson Alcorn, Mississippi Valley rep your team. It is the jam session. Basically, this is over at Smithfield Stadium from 5:30 to 8 o'clock. Monday, August the 21st. In fact, that is the first day of class for majority of the schools, for these schools right here. So y'all go out there and your represent your school. Then on this one right here, look, we got the merge coming up. We have the merge coming up. August the 19th. That is this Saturday over at the Lee E. Williams Athletic and Assembly Center. I think that time is at 4 o'clock. So make sure you go out there, represent, show love to the freshmen as they merge in with the rest of the band. They play some hits that you should know, that you might not know, and give you a good preview of what's going to come for the football season. So if anybody that's in the Jackson area going to the merge, um, y'all let Miss Aquay know so she can do a head count. Uh, that way, if you want to, you can. I don't know if they'll let you record up in there, but if so, that's a good thing we can have as far as feed. Some sort of feed from AAC. Excuse me. But other than that, man, we gonna get right into it. So before we get it, let me take this out so y'all can see this pretty face right here. So Okay, so no recording. I understand. So no recording. So basically, JSU band is the only ones that are going to be recording. So um, that's about it. But we're gonna run through this. Gonna breeze through this tonight. Um, Probably gonna make this like at least an hour and a half show tonight. But I want to start this off with what happened at Howard University, y'all. Um, Hold on. So anyway, let me read this. This is from HBCU Game Day. And this is what's going on. This is what happened in Howard. And I think this happened yesterday. But Howard University addresses assault on students by Fight Club. People ain't got nothing else better to do. Howard University officials are working to increase on-campus security after a weekend with incidents involving a mob of local teenagers and students. The incident happened Sunday morning, per Howard release. A large group of juveniles gathered outside of one of our residence halls, Howard Plaza Towers, and physically assaulted several Howard University students. Through our investigation of this incident and our response to it, we learned that our public safety response did not meet our standards of support and assistance. We have since taken action to hold those persons accountable and have removed one individual from campus and suspended another pending an internal investigation. The incident resulted in a town hall earlier this week. Officials say this group has been known to stir up trouble. We've been tracking these juveniles not only on our campus but also throughout the district as well. Over the summertime, Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer of the school, Dr. Tashney and Dubois, Dubois, said via WTOP, where they're part of a fight club. They go to restaurants to instigate fights. What's going on, Miss Body? Howard officials plan to add 1,000 new security cameras on campus. It will also have safe pathways where there would be more security personnel to better ensure the safety of students walking through campus and into residence halls. A Howard University public safety officer will be stationed at Towers Plaza between the hours of 11 p.m. and 7 a.m. Students are also encouraged to get a peace of mind device to use in the event they find themselves in an unsafe situation. The POM device will alert HU public safety officers and MPD of an incident and the need for assistance. So it's what it is. It's a fight club that goes around the city, and that's on Howard University. They go to Howard University's campus. They start fights with the students, and basically they start fight with anybody. So yeah, fight club. Y'all didn't. Yeah, it's a fight club. No stuttering on that. A fight club. So so pretty much, um, the way Howard's going to rectify the situation is basically provide more security cameras, provide security, um, make sure that students have the device just in case something pops off. So I just want it's it's not it's not smart for high schoolers to pick fights with college students, but it happens. But it happens. It happens. So, um, as long as they are being proactive about the situation and not just blowing it off like it's just another incident. I'm gonna give Howard is due diligence, and you know what I'm saying, make sure that the students are going to be safe throughout this whole time. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, I heard these. Yeah, the inside of DC is hella tough. It is true, Miss Body. Some high school kids look like college kids. So shit, there's some high school kids that look like me, and I'm in my 40s. but yeah, it's crazy right there. That is crazy. But they had a town hall. They found ways to resolve the issue. They came up with a solution. They coming up with a plan. I'm glad that Howard is being proactive um, around being proactive about the whole situation and just not blowing it off. Yeah, I heard Howard's in. I heard Howard's in the hood. So a lot of schools are either in the hood or in the woods. So, but I want to go ahead. My next slide. Let me pull this back up. Trump hit with that RICO indictment. 41 counts of a RICO indictment from the state of Georgia. Fannie Willis, who is the district attorney for Fulton County, and this all stems from this. Yeah, y'all know this all stems from the election in 2020. Basically, he tried to strong arm everybody and tell them to overturn the election, knowing that you're interfering with uh, state and federal, jurisdiction. So yeah, 41 count RICO indictment. Now let me tell you about this lady. So we're gonna stick with Howard, y'all. We're gonna stick with Howard University, okay? The lady to your left is Miss Fannie Willis. Miss Fannie Willis is originally from California, Inglewood to be exact. Inglewood is up to no good. Miss Fannie Willis is a Howard graduate. You know what I'm saying? Howard graduated class in 1993. Went down to Atlanta, got her JD over at Emory University. And y'all have to realize, I want y'all to understand this. She is the same district attorney that popped Young Thug with the RICO indictment. YSL, she popped in with the RICO charge also. Buddy ain't got out of jail since. The only one that really got out of jail was Gunner. But anyway, so y'all know Trump, like I said, Trump hit with that 41 count RICO indictment from the state of Georgia. He also got indicted on federal charges. Look. Oh, and let me go back to Miss Willis. And she's the one who helped uncover the cheating scandal with the Atlanta public schools too. Like seriously, she prosecuted in that case against the Atlanta public schools for the cheating scandal that sent a plethora of people to the pokey. I don't know. He ain't gonna do if he do any time, man. It's gonna be fair time and shoot. I don't know. It all depends, but I just say this: he ain't gonna be president. I'm gonna tell you just like I said, just like that. He ain't gonna be president, and people gonna be stupid enough to try to vote this man back in. Um, I'm done with you, Whitley. I'm done with you. You are you tripping. You tripping. You tripping, but yeah. So remember, he already got four. This is his fourth one, and this fourth one carries the RICO charge. It is just not him. It's 18 other folks, including Rudy Giuliani. You know, the king of the RICO because he used the RICO when he was attorney general. I think he was the attorney general in New York. Um, yeah, Secret Service. It's gonna be a lot of folks. Like this is nothing to play about. But yeah, she's doing her like she's doing work, and we gotta give the proper respect. Then I read her bio. Dad was a Black Panther. Um, Dad and them moved to so she moved with her dad to DC and the mom stayed in California, but she went to school in DC, went to Howard. Like I said, she went down to Atlanta to Emory University, got a JD there, and she been grinding, and it's crazy, y'all. So we got to give her flowers, man. We got to give this lady her flowers. I don't think. Look, she got death threats, but look, man, when you got a South Central mindset, but you grew up in DC, got a DC attitude, she don't care. She don't care. But yeah, man, look, it's good to know that she's out there doing her job. Uh, again in the judicial department. Like I said the other day on Monday, shout out to Trent Walker, Jackson State alum. You know with what he did and to represent those two victims over in Rankin County. And appreciate what they do. We appreciate what they do for us, what they do for the community. Um, long as they ain't on no BS. Yeah, and I read that too. Like, yeah, she ain't been called the N word this much. Yeah, but it sometimes you got to be nonchalant with it. You got to go in one ear and out the other. So I don't know if it'll stick, but hey, it's something. That means that this woman, she was not playing. She was not playing, y'all. But we go on to the next. Get to the next topic. Next topic. All right, man. Look. Now we got this on. I got this on Monday night, and I was surprised. And I sent this to some of the people, my moderators. We I don't know. We talked about it, but um, Dr. Glenda Glover, who was the president of Tennessee State University, she is stepping down at the end of the spring semester. So and of course, she is an alumnus of TSU, Tennessee State. She's also the national president of Alpha Kappa Alpha. And oh, shout out to Miss Fannie Willis. She is a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha, also from the Howard chapter. So AKAs, I guess they run they doing the dang on thing. So this is her statement. I am privileged and forever grateful for this honor of a lifetime. Glover wrote on Twitter, now known as X. As I prepare to hand over the reins, I remain committed to TSU and to ensuring equity and access to higher education. Glover has been at the helm of Tennessee State since January 2013. The school has undergone massive change since then, including the state recognizing it had underfunded the school by over $500 million. Tennessee State experienced record fall enrollment in 2022, which exposed the lack of adequate housing. Dr. Glover has overseen Tennessee State University athletics through several key changes during her time, particularly in the last several years. She hired Dr. Mikey Allen in 2020 as director of athletics. Allen and Glover hired Eddie George, putting a new spotlight on TSU's storied football program. TSU will become the first FCS or HBCU program to play Notre Dame this fall. Glover was also involved in the 2022 controversy surrounding Jackson State's participation in the Southern Heritage Classic. She called JSU's insistence on pulling out of the Memphis-based Classic immediately irresponsible, as she claimed it came without notice. JSU will eventually play in the 2022 game, but is not in the game for the near future. Tennessee State has also developed relationships with the Nashville Predators and the NHL under Glover, resulting in the formation of the first hockey program at a HBCU. The venture was announced earlier this year. Y'all remember about that. Um, so that's pretty much what it is. So kudos to Dr. Glover for what she has done at Tennessee State. And the thing about my whole thing when she hired Eddie George, that that was, I think that was, I won't say a massive hire, but it was a questionable hire at first. But Eddie George loves Tennessee State, and Dr. Glover loves Tennessee State. So that was a match made in heaven right there. But the biggest question is, since she is stepping down, what does this mean for Eddie George? Because I felt, and we all felt, and I think Mr. Ford said this too. As long as Dr. Glover is righting the ship at TSU, Eddie George really didn't have too much to worry about. But now it's going to be new leadership coming in, and it's going to be new leadership coming in. So what is going to happen if Eddie George does not get it done this season? What would be his outcome if Eddie George does not get it done this season? We don't know, because we don't know what the season is going to be about until they play their first game against Notre Dame. That's September, first weekend of September. But for right now, we all know that his job is still secure, because Dr. Glover is still there until the end of May. I think the beginning of June. So basically, the state of Tennessee, the Board of Regents they're going to be looking for a replacement, and I think they should do their due diligence and start the search right now. No, he didn't come in the middle. He came in the spring of 21. He came in the spring of 21. Now, Mr. Cook, I don't know about that. I don't know. We don't know. We don't know, but it just all depends on, we don't know what's up. Yeah, you correct. They you correct. Eddie George has to win in order to keep his job as the head coach. He has to win to keep his job as the head coach. And the team that he has right now, I think they can win. I don't know if they'll be able to go to the playoff, but I know they will win. Um, the schedule is kind of favorable, except for a couple of games. UT Martin and Gardner Webb, but they don't play SEMO, so that's good. Um, we shall see. Like I said, we shall see. It does look. It does take time. It does take time to turn a football program around. But I think a lot of coaches, I think a lot of programs, a lot of athletic directors, presidents, chancellors, provosts are looking at in a similar situation of what Dion did at Jackson State and what he was able to do to flip the roster around, to flip it and become successful in the end. That is what these people in leadership they're looking at. They're looking at that lens like, hey, he can flip this around. But we won't know until the ball kicks off September the 2nd. But anyway, man, everybody tripping in the chat. We didn't get to the next slide. So the Black College Football Hall of Fame has came out with their list of players, for players of the year. And so I had that watch list for 2023. Um, so basically, this is the Player of the Year award for Black College football. Will be given award the Deacon Jones Award. Y'all know he named after the Mississippi Valley / South Carolina State uh, uh, and NFL Hall of Famer that bestows his name. So of course, I'm gonna tell you we got the list, and it's pretty much your on some on here. You got your what is that? Your your usual suspects. That's what I'm looking for. So top of the list is Colton Adams, aka Bubba. You know what I'm saying, from Alabama State. You got Sunday Yada Anderson on here from Grambling, Terrell Allen from Tennessee State, Khalil Baker on here from North Carolina Central, Andrew Body is on this list from Texas Southern. You got Jada Byers from Virginia Union, um, Jeremy Dees from Tuskegee. You have Lou Danellis from Benedict, Donovan England, Alabama A&M, Kelvin Durham, Fort Valley State, Draylon Ellis on Tennessee State, Let's see who else we got on here, man. You got on here Patrick Galbo from South Carolina State, Kenny Gallup, Isaiah Freeman from Lincoln, PA, Jalen Goss from FAMU, old lineman. That's crazy. It's interesting. Um, Davius Richard from North Carolina Central, Torricelli Simpkins, Devin Smith, all Central. The only player from Jackson State on this list is DJ Stevens. The only player from Jackson State on this list is DJ Stevens. You got John Murray Sheree from FAMU, Kayvon Pope from Tennessee State, Jeremy Musa here from FAMU, Derek Morton, Texas Southern, Jarvion Howard from Alcorn, Keyshawn Hickley from Bowie State, Casey Hawthorne from Howard. Man, so you got a good list on here, but they saying that most people are saying that Davis Richard will win this award. They say, of course, they say he should have won it last year. Everybody had a big argument about that. What's going on, Amber? Everybody had a big argument about that. Davis Richard should have won last year, but Shedeur was the clear-cut winner. He was a clear-cut favorite. And people were saying, well, he's in Colorado now, but it's still the fact that he was an HBCU player. He had phenomenal stats last season, and he ran away with the award. So what's going on, Craig Hall? Texas Southern is in the building. But yeah, man. But yeah, that's pretty much the list. If you want to check out the list, it is on HBCU Game Day. Check that out. Check out. It's a lot of other stuff that's on here that's on there. Hey, Ms. Amber, much love. Thank you. We appreciate you. Mr. Jones, they don't know. I guess they don't know. We'll see. We'll let them know August the 26th, y'all. We'll let them know August the 26th. So now, look, we came up with this. The moderators that's in group chat with me right now, we came up with an idea. Actually, it was Mr. Uncle Said that came up with this idea. And basically what it is called Pump It or Dump It. Pump it or dump it. So, of course, y'all see my you see my lovely Snapchat face right here. You see the lovely Snapchat face right here. So, pretty much this is going to be something that we're going to do pretty much every week. Come up with certain topics, and that is also going to include football, going to include bands, going to include over and unders. Basically, it's just like basically like a line. You know what I'm saying? You think a team gonna get 10 wins, over 10 wins, or they gonna get under 10 wins? Hey, appreciate you. Y'all see what she said. Go subscribe, y'all. But anyway, so we came up. Uncle Said came up with this, and I was this morning after I dropped the Lady Holiday off at the airport, and I fell asleep, and I woke back up, and I was like, oh, let me go ahead and get this going. Before you say that, before we get to this, Tennessee State and North Carolina A&T are still considered HBCUs because they're designated as HBCUs. Doesn't matter if they're in the HBCU conference or not. They are still designated HBCUs. So they are pretty much in the running for this award. So we can't just take that. That's what the decision that they made was on them. So so here's the whole thing. So we're gonna get to the first one. This is my first one right here. Pump it or dump it. Jarvion Howard rushes for 2,000 yards. Put it in the chat if he is. If you think he's gonna rush for 2,000 yards, that means pump it. If you think he's not, dump it. Put it in the chat. Let me know. Um, and as always, she's tuning in, even in Nebraska right now. Avis, stop the hate. Anyway, we got Uncle Sid say pump it. People saying dump it, dump it. Miss Body said pump it. Avis always gonna say dump it. 1,100 yards. 1,100 yards. He got that in his sleep. Let's be realistic. He might get that. I'm gonna say dump it only because the quarterback situation. If Tyler Macon is the starting quarterback for Alcorn, I I I don't think he gets 2,000 yards. Can he get 1,500 yards? Heck, yes. He could get 1,500 yards. You read my mind. You read my mind, Uncle JB. He can get 1,500 yards. I don't see he can get 2,000 because that means basically he has to, like, he literally has to, it has to be him and nobody else. That means that literally your passing game is atrocious. But it also means that um, you're going to do play action passes. You're going to do screens out of the backfield. You're going to do smoke screens, jailbreaks, whatever to get the offense going. Now, this came from his own mouth, y'all. Y'all got to understand. This came from his own mouth. When he's at SWAC Media Day, he wants to get 2,000 yards. He said that. He wants to get 2,000 yards. That he felt that's a personal goal for him. But the team goal basically is to get, at least, still get 1,000 yards, but be able to do it within a team environment. And he should say that. It's a confidence booster, y'all. It's to boost his confidence. It's to boost the morale for his team. So, because if he's saying, I want to get 2,000 yards, his offensive lineman looking like, hey, it's time to go to work. I don't think that's a bad statement that he said. I mean, but you got to realize the dude ran for almost 300 yards in one game. He ran for over 150 yards in a couple of games. Now, it was probably like 5 games that he ran for less than 100 yards. Now, if he would have, in 3 of those games, if he would have ran for over 100 yards in 3 of those games, he got 1,300 yards, 12, about 1,300 yards last year. He probably would have had like 1,700 yards. And there you go, Avis. There you go. You still got a 3-headed backfield. You got Mr. Howard, Nico Duffy, and Javante Leatherwood. Plus the quarterback, if he is mobile, and if they're going to run any type of RPO offense, I'd say the carries are going to be limited. And then still, forget 2,000 yards. That's a lot of carries, unless he just ball out and rush for like 200 yards every game. Unless he like run for 200 yards every game, yeah, that's the only way that's the only way I see it happen. But I still say it's a bold statement, but it's a statement for his confidence, and it's a statement to wake up his offensive lineman and say, let's get to work. To me, a lineman would rather run block than pass block. They don't want to move back. They want to move forward. So, and I like this. I like this quote too. He can be motivated by watching Adrian Peterson, Eric Dickerson, Jamal Lewis documentaries. Like seriously. But I'm gonna say dump it. I say he'll get at least by 1,400 yards this year, 12, 13 rushing touchdowns. So he'll be the leading. I think he'll be the leading rusher in the SWAC again this year. On to the next one, man. The next one, pump it or dump it. FAMU wins 10 games this year. FAMU wins 10 games this year. Put it in the chat. Let me know what's up. FAMU wins 10 games this year. Put it in the chat. Pump it or dump it. I knew dump it. Dump it. Dump the hell out of it. Dump it. Ooh, Avis said they win 7. Wow, dang. Humpty Dumpty. Dump. Y'all know what I should have said? Instead of putting my face right there for dumping, I should have put a toilet bowl right there. I should have put a toilet bowl right there. That's what I should have did. Miss Brandon said dump it. Fabian talking about pump it. They only lose. Ooh, that's so 4 losses. He said that's blown after the second game. So I'm gonna give you my spiel. I'm gonna give you my spiel. My spiel says I'm gonna dump it. I'm gonna dump it. And if Mr. Ford, if you ain't here, come on up, man. They losing to Southern. They go to Texas Southern this year. They play Valley in Itabena. So I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see what's up. I'm gonna see what's up. Pump it or dump it. So I'm gonna say dump it, only because history has shown us that first game of the season against against Jackson State, period, since 2003, FAMU has not beaten us. Okay. Yeah, I don't care what people say. Well, that was long ago. Nope. You add that in. Add in that win streak right there. I say I say this: they do have a hard schedule. So they first, like I said, they first start off with Jackson State and Miami. Then they play University of South Florida in Tampa. Um, they got University of West Florida. I don't care if West Florida is a D2 school. I don't care if they lost their head coach. This still West Florida is still a D2 power. Um, I don't think they played Grambling. I know they played Texas Southern. They played Alabama State is going to be a loss. Alabama A&M is up in the air because we don't know what Connell Maynard is going to put out there. It is going to be a very interesting year in the SWAC, bro. But if they lose the classic in Miami again for the third year in a row, I hate to say this is that I hate to say that FAMU are pretenders. They FAMU are pretenders. I'm gonna just say it just like that. They pretenders. I don't know. I don't even think that I can't even get on the edge against Alabama State because I've been hearing some good reviews about Demetrius Davis out Alabama State. So everybody say dump it. I think one person say pump it, but they got some. I don't know. That schedule is not favorable. It's not a favorable schedule, and they only going to go so far as what Musa does for them. They're only going to go so far as what Musa does for them. That's why I say. Hold on one second. Say only FAMU is only good for their colors. Colors. Make me want to go watch. Y'all make me want to go watch Ice T. All right, next on the list, pump it or dump it. Tennessee State wins the OVC Big South. Now this is in correlation. Now this is in kind of like in correlation with what's going on with President Glover leaving out uh, Tennessee State, but like I said, they don't. Tennessee State doesn't play SEMO. They only play UT Martin. They do play Gardner Webb. Um, the schedule looks a little bit favorable. Of course, they're going to lose the first game against Notre Dame, but that really doesn't count. But everybody say dump it. Oh Jesus! Whitley has no chill, y'all. Whitley has no chill. Y'all make sure y'all become an exclusive member. Make sure that you make sure you hit the cash app as we tackle child speech impediment. Make sure that you donate. But yeah, everybody say dump it. Uncle say you love DJ at quarterback. You don't trust the offensive coaches. That's understandable. I'm gonna say dump it. I'm gonna say dump it. They don't win the OVC Big South, but I would say that they end up with like at least 7 wins in this for this season. So I'm a we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see what happens. That this is the main thing that Tennessee State has to win, and if they're going to win the conference, Draylon has to be healthy. Draylon Ellis has to stay healthy. If he is not healthy, whoever the backup quarterback is, we hope that he's developed. You hope that he's developed. So that's the only reason. That's the only thing I say dump it, because if Draylon doesn't stay healthy, then your season is a wash. You said Eddie George, your goat. Yay. Miss Brandy said she wants them to win, so pump it. Yeah, it's a lot of dump it up in here, y'all. It's a lot of dump it. But we shall see. Like I said, we'll see September 2nd when they play Notre Dame. See how they play in that first half. Oh, you're a Titans fan. We'll see what they do this season, too. So next on the list, we got Prairie View. Prairie View wins the SWAC West. Pump it or dump it. I already know. I already know Miss Body gonna say dump it. I already know Craig gonna say dump it. Pump it or dump it. Prairie View wins the SWAC West. Shout out to Miss Angie Body for becoming a member. I already knew Craig gonna say dump it. Oh Lord, I knew she was gonna say dump it too. So one main say pump it. Mm. Chris Du said all corn, so dump it. So so like I said, Prairie View returns pretty much everybody on the team. And that's not to take anything away from Texas Southern, because we know Texas Southern returns damn near everybody off the team. But Prairie View returns the starting quarterback Trayvon Conley. They also return Antoine uh Amon Antoine, Keyshawn Johnson, middle linebacker, he returns. Offensive line returns. Defensive line return. They had a little bit of turnover in the defensive backfield. They added some pieces. Caleb Johnson coming in from Mississippi Valley. Juice Jenkins coming in from Alabama A&M. So they added pieces to help solidify uh, Conley's maturation to take over the offense. Um, I would say this. I would say this. In the West, is up for grabs. The West is up for grabs. Texas Southern can get the West. Prairie View can get the West. Grambling, if they wanted to, they can get the West. Southern can get the West. Alcorn can get the West. So you're looking at a 4 to 5 team race this coming up season of who can get the SWAC West. It's going to be, to me, and then too, the West is going to be smash mouth football. The West is going to be smash mouth football. And the reason why I say that is because you're not going to really see too much of a lot of throwing from the QBs here. Now, if you can give me 2,000 yards throwing the ball, that's cool. That means that you balance the offense. But the running back rooms for each of these teams in this division is second to none. And the way I say that, the reason why I say that is because we don't know. We don't know what we don't know what they have. We don't know what they're gonna do. So it's gonna be. I mean, and it's gonna sound. It does sound like musical chairs. It sounds like musical chairs because remember last season, three teams was a win away again into the SWAC championship game. Texas Southern could have got into it. You know what I'm saying? A late meltdown in the fourth quarter against Alabama A&M. Andrew Body going down. Prairie View losing the last game of the season to Mississippi Valley again. That deterred them. Southern struggling against Grambling in the Bayou Classic, but they backdoored themselves into the conference championship. Now you add a fourth team in Alcorn. Because Alcorn was mathematically eliminated a week before the Soul Bowl. Like to me, it just comes down to what is what are the teams going to be? What is their identity? Southern does have an easy schedule, but that doesn't mean Southern's going to actually win that schedule. Remember, a lot of people said that Southern's going to win the West. Some people said Southern go 10-1. The hell. I don't think Southern goes. I don't even think Southern wins 8 games this year. I don't think Southern wins 8 games. I think Prairie View can win 8 games. I think Texas Southern can win 7. I think Alcorn can win 8. I don't see Southern winning 8 games. I don't even see them winning 10. I don't. Because everybody got to understand, everybody still got to play Grambling. Grambling is that sleeper team in the West. If you got to go to the hole, you got to play them in the hole. And y'all know playing them in Grambling is a hard task. So I'm just saying just like this. I see Prairie View can win the West. I can see Texas Southern winning the West. I can see Alcorn winning the West. I don't see Southern winning the West. And the reason why I'm saying I don't see Southern winning the West is because the QB play is gonna hinder them again. Mark my words. QB play is going to hinder Southern again. He said BCU is coming. Give them about 2 years, they'll be back. See what we got next on here. I want y'all to, if y'all on HBCU Nightly, I want y'all to clip this. Send this to my boy Josh Sims over there. North Carolina Central will not win the MEAC. Pump it or dump it. North Carolina Central will not win the MEAC. Want to see what everybody got? And see everybody say dump it. So when you say dump it, that means that Central's going to win the MEAC. Pump it means they're not. I just want people's opinions. We getting opinions. I just want to see what's up. Remember, it's y'all opinions. I'm just saying. So I'm gonna say the reason why the reason why I think Central not gonna win it. Howard is in their rearview mirror. Also, South Carolina State is in their rearview mirror. The sleeper of the conference and of the MEAC is going to be Morgan State. The sleeper of the conference is going to be Morgan State. So the reason why I say this is because Central's schedule is not really favorable. They do go out West Coast to play UCLA. They still have to play North Carolina A&T in the Aggie Eagle Classic. They play. They still got to play Howard. They're going to Howard to play them. They go to Baltimore to play Morgan State. South Carolina State comes to them, I think, if I'm not mistaken. South Carolina State comes to them. So and going to Delaware State, it's hard to Delaware State plays everybody hard. It's not an easy cakewalk to play Delaware State, especially if you're playing them in November. So that's the reason why I say they might not win the MEAC. I think Howard's going to win the MEAC. I think it'll be between Howard and South Carolina State. I don't think Central repeats. So, I think the same thing. South Carolina State won the Celebration Bowl. 21, 22 comes in and lays a fat egg. They had a lot of distractions, a lot of injuries. I don't see them repeating. And if they do, it's by the skin of their teeth that they repeat. Yeah, that would be a sight to see. I mean, they're the team. Yes, they're the team this year, but um, they're the team this year. But in recent past, like just looking at recent past, I don't see them repeating. And if they do repeat, it's because they uh close ones against Howard and Morgan, and even South Carolina State. South Carolina State beat Central last year. That was their only conference loss last season against South Carolina State. So now I'm saying it. I'm saying it could be a toss up. It could be Howard. It could be Howard. It could be SC State. Um, if Morgan can get their quarterback situation settled, it could be Morgan, and it could be Central. But I'm just saying this is just all probably. This is all hypothetical. This is all just just thought. Opinions. And then I think I got one more. The last slide of the night. Jackson State wins the SWAC East. Pump it or dump it. Pump it or dump it. Jackson State wins the SWAC East. Charles Martin with the Joe Budden joke. Of course, Jay White gonna say dump it, but everybody say pump it, except for one said dump it. Craig say he's still on the fence with this one. Avis say pump it, of course. Tony Cook say pump it. Avis say we had no real competition. Franklin said, "Yep, pump it." The lady says, "Pump it." Yep. So I'm gonna say pump it. Even though we have a murderer's road for the first 4 games of the season, um, if we lose a game, I think the game we do take the L in would be the Texas State game. It won't be by a lot. It won't be by a lot. It will be by at least a touchdown or so. Uh, I'm dead about Mr. Hardy talking about pumps on the bump. But no, we'll if we take a L, it'll be against Texas State. Everybody's saying that we'll lose against Southern, but Southern has the same situation as Jack State. Starting quarterback. Um, FAMU, we have beaten them the last four straight times. Um, um, South Carolina State, we owe them one. We owe South Carolina State one. And then once you look after that Texas State game, you look at that schedule. Bethune Cookman win. We Alabama State would be a competitive game, but I think we'll come out with a win. It's not going to be by a lot. It'll be by, I think it'll be pretty much almost the same score that what we saw last season. Alabama A&M would be a win. I think we'll dominate that game right there down in Mobile. Um, Texas Southern. I'm sorry to say this, my Texas Southern people, my Texas Southern family, will beat that. We'll win that game right there. What's going on? What's going on, Russell? Um, we'll win that game. Prairie View better be glad they ain't playing us this season. We got y'all next year. Um, Valley. Valley is a tough one because they play us tough. They play us tough every year. We could probably beat them by 35 and they still would try to play. They still would play us tough. It's their Super Bowl. Alcorn, I think Alcorn would be I think Alcorn, it won't be a blowout. It will be a close game. It will be something what we saw last season. I mean, the MEAC Sweat Challenge though, we have to get that because that's pretty much representing the conference. We represent the conference. So I think we'll win this. I think we'll win the MEAC SWAC Challenge. What's going on, Hezekiah? But yeah, it's going to be an interesting season. Now, next week, my pump of the dumpets will focus more on the SIAC. We'll focus on the SIAC. Now, you said you'll see us going 83-74. Who are the 3 or 4 losses that we're going to have? Name them off. So I need everybody for next week. Next week, be brushed on your CIAA knowledge. So, but yeah, hold on. I still got to do this. Do the initiative. This, get my commercial. I know that's PV talking, but I just want to know who the 3 or 4 teams that we're going to lose to. That's what I need to know. So you say we'll lose to FAMU, Texas State, and Bama State. Toss ups between South Carolina State and Texas Southern. Woo! Ooh, we need some. I need a fifth of yak with that. I need a fifth of yak with this prediction right here. I understand you being realistic, but we'll see. We'll see. Mama, it is pump it means that you like it, that you agree with it. Dump it means that you don't. oh, oh, you already know, Miss Brandy. I keep everything. We keep everything on. We keep it on the internet. It's on here. Hey, make sure that y'all get y'all folding chairs. Make sure that you get your folding chairs for the year. Make sure you get your folding chairs. Like I said, we got this initiative. We still got the initiative going. It's going all the way to the end of August. As y'all see, make sure that y'all help and donate to tackle child speech impediment. I am a living testament that I had a speech impediment as a child, and I have overcame it. He said the OG strike zone must be finished. I'm done, Chris. Make sure that y'all hit the Cash App. If you want to send all the donations to Cash App, we're still at $450. Make sure y'all hit the Cash App, and I do shout outs for for people who donate to the cause. So let's keep it going. Let's get at least $600 for tonight. Let's get up to $600 for tonight. We're at 445. Let's get to $600 for tonight. Like I said, my assistant Zena, she is on here, ready, suited and booted. So I'm gonna go ahead and pin this message at the top. So if you're in the chat, y'all go ahead and do that. Anyway, man, it was that was fun. That was good. That was fun right there. I actually like that. Please don't talk about that man. That man does not need to be named. Saying his name is like saying Candyman 5 times. Like saying his name, saying his name 5 times with is like summoning up the boogeyman. Oh, if you are a moderator, make sure you become an exclusive member. So we get everything. You get everything before everybody. Make sure you become an exclusive member. You don't have to get the big one. You can get the small one. It doesn't matter as long as we get as long as we get try to get up to 50 exclusive members by the middle of September. That is the other initiative. And like everything I said, all the money that you do as far as donations through super chat through exclusive membership, it does go to an initiative or it goes back into the channel to help fund the channel, y'all. I don't see a dime of it. I look at it and then I put it to the side. But again, thank you, Miss Amber, Miss Aquay, and Miss Body. Y'all coming with Miss Body coming a new member. I think Aquay and Miss Amber, y'all becoming boosting up, moving on up. But I guess this is all. I guess this is what's gonna happen tonight. Like I said, Friday will be having oh, hold on now. That's good news. That's good news right there. That is great news right there. The water replacement initiative has begun in Jackson and with the paving of the roads as well. We need that in Jackson. We need that in Jackson. Thank God. Thank God. That is great. That is awesome, y'all. So sometimes you just gotta stay on the foot of these folks' necks, let them know that we ain't playing. No pun intended. That is great news. Great news. Great news. But as always, like I said, Friday, AD Paul Bryant, Alabama A&M will be in the dungeon Friday night. Saturday will not do a show because I'm gonna be working a little bit late, and we are going to be planning the little birthday celebration for the missus. So y'all already know her birthday is coming up on Monday, August the 21st. She'll be 21 again for the 18th year in a row. So if you didn't get that, it went way over your head. Thank you, Miss Brandy. Progress is being made. Now talk about that. Amen. Amen. And as always, she's laughing because because I told her that's what she turned. She turned 21 again for the 18th year in a row. She don't look like she's turning close to my age right now. Shit, she still look like she about 20 years old. Like I said, black don't crack, y'all. My mama is going to be 62 years old this year. She looked like she's in her early 30s. Black don't crack, y'all. So yeah, we don't joke about all that issue. We don't joke about issues like that because every black city has some sort of issues. So we don't need to be joking about that, especially if you actually stay there. Her birthday on Monday. It's gonna be on Monday. See if she get on. See if she get on the camera and speak to everybody. So like I said, Monday. So like I said, Friday. Paul Bryant, athletic director, Alabama A&M, will be in the building. Monday evening, Bubba Adams from Alabama State, linebacker, he will be in the building Monday evening, 7 o'clock. Make sure y'all tune in to that. Make sure you come in and kick your feet, wipe your feet, and kick your feet up. Um, then Wednesday, we got we got my boy Kobe and the fireplace. Will be in on Wednesday. We're gonna talk about the MEAC SWAC challenge. He gonna give us a spiel about South Carolina State, what's going on in Buddy Pugh's camp. Um, and we got a little, you know what I'm saying? I ain't say we got a wager, but you know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk a little bit of ish. We're gonna talk our ish. We're gonna talk our ish. Now, Russell, if you want to bet me, go ahead. You can bet me $40. If I win, you have to put that in the cash app. If you win, I have to donate it to South Carolina State. Boy, Craig stay in the third ward. Third ward. Third Ward Tigers, baby. But that's what we got going on, man, for the next, couple of days. Next Friday, I will be next Friday, I will be at SMU. I'll be at SMU to catch Duncanville versus South Oak Cliff. Duncanville versus South Oak Cliff next Friday. That game is going to be on ESPN. Mama, her birthday on the 21st, on Monday, on the 21st. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna cover some high school games too, man. So we gonna watch it. We're gonna see. Yeah, Duncanville, South Oak Cliff. I know the following Friday is going to be Cedar Hill versus Rockwall. Is going to be over here, and it's going to be up in Frisco at the Star. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. I'm going to tell you just like this. SWAC ain't leaving Dallas no time soon. SWAC is going to be in Dallas the whole time. They play at SMU. They got the same schedule from last year. They play at SMU against Duncanville. They got Lancaster the following Friday at Kincaid. If you ever been to Dallas, they call that AKA Death Row. They got DeSoto that following Saturday at Kincaid, and they got Parish Episcopal, which is a big private school at Kincaid also, and then they go into district play after that. So I have them three-peating, y'all. I have them three-peating. But, man, we're going to get up on out of here, y'all. I appreciate everybody for joining us tonight. Make sure that you hit the Cash App on the donation for the initiative. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Make sure that you hit that share button for everybody else, man, for everybody to see this. Let them know what we all about. Make sure you hit that join button to become an exclusive member. Everything that you do helps out the channel, helps with initiatives, helps out with any kind of equipment that we got that we need to have. So yeah, man, look, this is HBCU Tonight, episode 36. Pump it or dump it. In correlation with HBCU Overdrive, man, make sure that you hit that like button, comment, share, most of all, subscribe. Hit that notification bell to get HBCU Overdrive. Shady Grove, you tripping. Come on now. Hey, Mr. Hardy, you in Dallas? If you in Dallas, hit me up. Hit me up. Well, my phone off right now, but just still, if you got an iPhone, hit me up. Make sure, if you want to contact me, you can contact me right here. 469-705-8945. You can text, you know what I'm saying, hit the email. Hey, it's all good, y'all. Nah, my mama's birthday this week is my lady's birthday. It's coming up on Monday. But hey, Rescue play LD Belt this season. Oh snap! Oh snap! We might see that. Hey, Shady Grove, hit me up, man. We gonna meet up. Everybody, if you in Dallas, man, and if y'all going to that game on that Friday, next Friday, hit me up. We can meet up and we can, you know what I'm saying, pregame before we walk up in that thing, man. But anyway, y'all. Anyway, I appreciate everybody for joining me tonight. As always, be blessed, stay safe, and stay dangerous. And if you in the heat wave, please stay hydrated. Please make sure you stay hydrated. We have this thing till Friday night. AD Paul Bryant will be on in the dungeon Friday night. Peace.